It's your boy Brandon J here, M3, joined by my co-host
Ms. Zilla of ZillaNoise.com.
Y'all already know what it is. So today we're gonna bring y'all around here with the world of music and a couple of things that's been happening lately in the world of music. So to kick it off, I want to talk about Young Joe's album, which he just dropped. Yes, Young Joe dropped the album, High Times, and I actually took a listen to it, and it wasn't that bad. There are a few good songs on there. Yeah.
Is it still like?
It's Dro. It's still
okay,
Dro.
all right.
It's still Dro. That's what I like about him. Like, he didn't change. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know his music is different, but I think it's kind of, a little bit playful and funny, and I like that sometimes. So shout out to Dro. And also shout out to Spodie, Hustle Gang, all you guys out there. Spodie just dropped a mixtape. Took a listen to that too. That was also good. Another up and coming artist from T.I.'s label. So shout out to y'all. And also we wanted to talk about a lot of other things going on, such as tours, Yeezus, tours. I don't know if you heard, but Kanye actually brought out Jesus on his Yeezus tour.
Only Kanye.
Only Kanye. How do you feel about that? Because there's been a lot of speculation.
If it was anybody else, I'd be a little, I guess, concerned. But because it's Kanye, I'm like, whatever. Of course he would do something like that.
You'd expect something like that. I mean, Kanye brought out Jesus. It's all good.
Right.
But there have been some people, some of his, actually diehard core fans who have been saying, they can't believe that he would do something like that, and he was pushing the limits and things like that. And you all know Kanye. If you're really fans, then you understand Kanye's gonna be Kanye. So he's gonna bring out Jesus. So if you have tickets to the tour, make sure you hit it up. Support these artists out here. I'm gonna try and get my tickets as well because I want to see Kanye and Kendrick shut it down. It's a big thing. And Jesus is gonna be there. I mean, why not? Might as well.
You can't say no to Jesus.
And also this week there was the premiere of the TLC movie on VH1, and as we all know, there were plenty of eyes and tweets and a whole bunch of other things focused on the TLC movie this week. So we're gonna talk about that for a quick second. A lot of speculation about it was some people thought it was good, some people thought it was bad, some people thought the acting was bad, some people thought Lil Mama just did a good acting job.
I'm actually surprised by that a lot of people have a lot of good things to say about Lil Mama's acting.
Right.
The last time she was on TV was when she got on stage with Hov and Alicia Keys. We're not even going to talk about that. So, moving on.
Exactly. But shout out to Lil Mama for holding down the Lisa, role and doing it big. We appreciate that. And shout out to the other girls as well for holding down their parts and their roles. It is still a very inspirational movie, and you get to see, a lot of how their lives worked out, if you didn't know already. And for some of the people, I know some people felt like a lot of things weren't portrayed the way that they should have been also. So I guess it all depends on just how you feel and your connection to TLC as well. But shout out to everybody who put in on making that movie happen, and it's a good thing, and it's good to see stories being told and put in a film. So that's good. And also, I wanted to talk about the Hip Hop Awards cyber. So I know last week we mentioned them and brought them up, but the internet's been buzzing with people saying things like who they thought was the best, and I mean most of them have been Kendrick, of course, and the Slaughterhouse. Right. But a lot of people have been saying that they were hoping that Drake or somebody respond to Kendrick. I mean, well, there have been other people respond to Kendrick, but I know a lot of people have been pushing Drake to do a response, I guess, because a lot of people feel like the Controlled Part 2 verse was aimed at Drake. So how do you feel about that? What you think?
I don't know. A lot of people have been saying that it's towards Drake. I think it could be for anybody, honestly. They're just taking it very literal from what he was saying. But at the same time, I don't think Drake has the balls to respond to Kendrick ever, so.
And I mean, a lot of people take it that way. I mean, well, when there are disses, or freestyles or things like that, a lot of times rappers will say it and just mean it in a general sense, but use it creatively just to show that they're on top. But I think a lot of people just want to see Drake,
they want to hear him come out with something.
They want to. A lot of people like to see that. A lot of people like to instigate, put things together. But at the same time, a lot of people will argue it's hip hop. It's a competitive, you know, music industry, and people like to see competition. And I mean, why not Kendrick and Drake, who are like two of the biggest guys on top right now? You know, just keep it healthy, keep it friendly. We don't need no accidents, nobody getting shot at, nothing like that.
You don't gotta get too far, but competition is always helpful.
By the way, did you watch that Drake interview that he gave? Where basically he was asked, you know, if he was being, or he explained and he expressed how tired he was of people saying how lonely and sad they thought he was. And he was basically just telling people that, you know, he enjoyed making music and he's actually one of the most happiest points of his life right now. So he just wished people would stop calling him sad and lonely.
I mean, like maybe he could just stop making lonely music for lonely people.
Right. His argument was he likes to make music that you can drive to at night.
And get in your feelings and start crying.
Right, that's what I was thinking. I'm like,
we know your real plans.
I'm like, if it's one of them lonely drives at night, you know, you driving back home, you crying at the steering wheel or something like that.
Got curved by a girl, like, okay, I understand that, but I can't listen to you all night, Drake.
But keep making that music, keep doing your thing, stay on your tours, get that money.
Right.
We all know how it is, so shout out to Drake. Alright, well that concludes this episode of M3 here on RNN, so make sure you guys tune in next week, comment below. Tell us who you like for the Cypher. Tell us if you think Drake should come back at Kendrick, you know. What do you guys feel? Make sure you comment, like, retweet, all that good stuff. Holla at your boy, Brandon J Music, and my co-host,
Zilla of ZillaNoise.com.
See y'all next week.